Alright, so I'm out here. My friend's gonna come out here in a second, help me do this real quick because these doors are kind of heavy. But I got a spare door that I found. Needs a little bit of work, but overall not bad. And we're gonna stick that on here because of my dents. I got one behind there, you can't see it right now, but then this big guy. And it was about 150 to 200 bucks depending on the, guys come out and do it real quick. Obviously a lot more if I took it to a body shop. And I was like, I just picked up this door for $75 and I'm just going to switch it and hopefully it works out good. Now my door is a crank door, power or manual, everything's manual. And this one came off a Yukon, so it's all power. I'm going to have to do a couple things. Let's make note what I'm going to have to do. The mirror's going to have to come off with replaced with the factory one. I've got a brand new door handle I got from Rock Auto. We're going to put on there because I don't want to use my super faded one again. And then what else we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can pull the window on the original. I'm going to see if I can pull it and swap it so I can save the tint. And obviously this was debadged and it still needs a little bit more clay bar work and whatever. Maybe a little bit of some good buffing once I'm done. This door was broken into at one point. As you can see, there is a little dent and damage down there. I won't know what's going on with that until I pull the door handle. So, as you can see, this has got a tint on it. Don't know what level it is, but it's still pretty clean, so I'm going to try to pull it off and reuse it. I've got brand new GM door hinges while it's off because, 20 years or roughly 20 years and 370,000 miles will do that to you. I went with brand new stuff from I think I got it from Rock Auto. I don't know. I don't remember where I got it, but it is AC Delco stuff. Here's part number. And it's just these were like $40. I think I got them from GM Parts Giant. I think that's where I got them from. But they're like 40 bucks a pop. So the cool thing is getting this door off took almost no time because I didn't care about the wires that had to come out of this door. Let's get started. First things first, you need this facing down. First things first, and then you gotta, as you can see, push this back. There's gonna be a clip on the back side of that I got to push up from the bottom with the flathead. So let me do that first. Can you see it? Probably not. But all this will come off. I'm going to pull this off now. I think this might be broken. Oh yeah, that one's busted. That's probably why that came off so easily. This door's definitely been off once before. You see in the back of this, it is clipped down and top two clips that just pop in and out. So what you do on this is pull the top one out first and then you can wiggle this out. Alright, I just pulled out my trusty door handle. How this works, you see this little guy right here? This thing, actually, how this is going to work is your little ring is going to face straight down. And there's a groove, I don't know if you can see that, on the sides, like this. And so when you put this back, take your little pliers and you're going to push this right over. And it's going to snap, push it down, it's going to snap in place in this little groove. And so to get it off, all you did, I turned it like this, took a plier underneath, popped this up, I pushed it back a little bit, popped this up, and then come right off. Now to get the door panel off, oh, I should mention this guy. As you see, this little thing right here is popped right in, and this is just pop in and pop out. Now we're looking at a couple bolts to get this door off. We are looking at right here and right here, and I believe that is all. It should lift up after that. 1, 2, and this one's actually bolted to the door itself, so this should not be a problem. Alright, so on the manual trucks, super easy to remove your door skin. There's 3 bolts. 3 bolts here, here, and all the way down there. Now make sure to lift this up and out, because it looks like a previous owner got in here and just decided to yank on some stuff and snap that one off. So I might be in the market for a new door skin here, which is too bad because this one's in really good shape. We did disconnect the batteries because we don't know how long this door is going to be hanging out in the open. Hopefully, you know, in a couple hours at most. I am going to, what am I going to keep? I will potentially need, I'm going to need the mirror for sure. I'm going to need the speaker. I'm going to need a window regulator. Probably not the door handle. So we might be reusing that plastic on the new door. Looks like 1, 2, 3, and 4 to hold this regulator in on the manual unit. Phillips on these 2 right here, 5, 6 total. It looks like the wiring on the speaker job, look at that right there. There's exposed wiring. I wonder if that's what was causing my short. So that will be repaired while this is all being done. But I gotta pull this, and I gotta do the window, because that is keeping that for the other side. I'm going to try to save the window if possible. I'm going to see how easy it is to get out. So we're doing this the proper way, pulling the wiring harness, because I'll probably need to reuse this. This thing comes right up in here and was plugged in this top section.
Well, that's the obvious way to do it.
And we're pulling it back out.
It's modular for any sort of door.
So ours was a little difficult with these. Needed to grease up these pins a little bit. Obviously they've seen better days. But it did lift off. And now we just gotta replace the bushings with the new GM ones, and then reinstall the next door. So we're slowly playing with these brackets. These have proven to be quite the pain. Don't plan on doing this in 15 minutes. So we got them out. Took a few minutes though. We ended up grinding off the bottom stud, the bottom nut, or the head on all of them, and then we ended up, for this one, we had to grind the top also, bottom and top of both the top ones. That was kind of a pain. If we had just tried to grind it the first time, it would have been easier, but we tried hammering out the bottom like we've seen on YouTube, and didn't work so great. So here's what they were, and they all went like that, and you just grind it off the bottom until beat it up. The new pins in, I just gotta tighten them down. The groove part goes in the spinner section, and that's how you determine what's top and bottom. The big washer goes on the bottom. The top of the kit actually does not come with the washer. Make sure the little bushing, gold bushings, one goes up and one goes down, according to the directions in that picture right there. Alright, we got the door on and the bolts in. 1, 2, 3, 10 mils. Definitely will need a partner for this, as you probably aren't getting that by yourself. But now I'm in the process of, with the assistance of Zach.
Oh man, yeah, putting the door on by yourself? Don't recommend.
Not happening. But we're using my original wiring, and we're just pulling all this out from the power truck because we don't need that anymore. You gotta come out because obviously we're doing manual, and it should all bolt right up. I'm just happy it's the right color. And I'm gonna switch over to power mirrors, or manual mirrors. Basically this whole door, the door shell I'm using and everything else, including the window, we're changing over, so we're getting there. Goes in, window regulators in, new door handles in. You have to switch your lock out with the old one. Still need the mirror and speakers, which was repaired by Zach, so that was nice. But apparently this was poorly done, so it's all nice and good now. And then this should be back together here soon. Alright, so now the door's back on. Just put the speaker in, connected that. Everything should be connected on the door. So now I'm just putting the panel back on. I'm going to put this up. This probably won't stick too well, so I might need a little bit of tape. And then door panel and some interior trim, and then this should be good to go. One nice thing about manual windows is that even when the car's off, batteries are unplugged like they are now, I can just stick this on here and go up and down real easily. That's one thing I kind of like about this and why I wanted to keep it manual windows instead of attempting to convert. But this thing was a complete change. Mirror, new. I put on a new grip, reused the lock. This part we reused too for a very smidge of weight reduction. Since there was a couple extra thingers on the, whatever that part is, a couple extra buttons that came on the Yukon that this door came from. So I'm just pushing this back on. Obviously this piece of plastic came off the Yukon door. It's never had this poke through, so I'm doing that. And then once this gets all back up, we shall be ready to go. Here we are. Obviously this is the next day. It's not night anymore. We finished up. It took me forever last night. I think I was up to like 3:30 getting that done, the door. Zach had to go to work, so he obviously didn't stay up till 3:30, but since it was my truck, I wanted to get it done. I was up kind of late. So I'll show you what we're working with on this side. Obviously I need to get that off here soon. These are really weathered, so I'm going to pull those two. Have a fully debadged truck here in a few days. To match this side. This side is now up. I've got some a little bit still thing to do. I gotta take that off real quick. As you can see, the Yukon is still badged, so I need to go clay bar this whole thing to get all these the old stick that's still a little bit on there off of it. This door, I got this door at 75 bucks. Wasn't the best deal ever, wasn't the worst deal for what some of y'all are charging for these doors. As you can see, this door was on a Yukon that had gotten keyed a little bit. Not keyed, someone tried to break into it. For right now, not too worried about it. Eventually I'll get some touch-up paint and you know, just hit it right here so the paint's good, and then if I'm really serious, I'll have a body shop properly fix it, or I'll just find another door for 75 bucks to put that one on, because now that I know how to do it, it wasn't that difficult. As you can see, I'm going to drop the truck off at a body shop here in a day or two, because as you see when I pull it, it sags a smidge, so the alignment's not perfect. However, the sound is great. It sounds like a brand new door should sound. Nice thick, has a nice clunk when it shuts. I posted earlier on a little bit earlier in this video that I was going to get a new door panel because that top clip was missing, but apparently the previous owner who had last time off didn't have the other clips actually in the right holes, because I put it in last night and a little wiggly up top, but everywhere else is solid. So I'm probably just going to leave it at that. It's probably not worth getting a new one for. I got to do the other door handle here in another video another day, and now that I know how to do that, it won't be hard. As you can see, once I shut this, it does sag a little bit, so I have to, it does sag a little bit still. So I'm gonna pay a body shop $40 or whatever it costs to have them adjust the door for me real quick, and then that should be good for another, I don't know, hopefully 10 years, because I use GM parts. Because the goal is to have this truck wrapped. The goal is a blue chrome wrap. So stay tuned, subscribe if that's what you want to see, because that's my plan. My plan is to have blue chrome single cab. But if you got any questions, post them in the description. I'll be as helpful as I can. This could have been a lot easier if I had done a little bit less, swapped a little bit less parts. If I was just swapping manual door for manual door, it would have been real easy. If I didn't need to do the door pins, it would have been really quick. It might have been sub 2 hours total. But the pins took a little bit of time. Definitely get your grind air out for those pins if they're stock, if they're original factory pins. So otherwise, I think it looks good. I spent roughly $175 on everything you see there. $75 for the door, $80 for the GM pins, maybe 20 or so for the AC, for the Rock Auto handle. Obviously nice clean black, matches my freshly painted mirror and bumper. And so I gotta do the other side to get matching equally black door handles. I didn't want to go color match because I could have just reused the Yukon handle for a color matched one. I think I'm gonna keep them black because I'm gonna keep the trim on the front black. So obviously this video brought to you by bras250.com. You need a dual sport bike, check it out. Soon we'll be having the 250 Supermotos on there too come this fall. So everything $2,000 and under shipped. Pretty in an affordable way to get on 2 wheels, save some money on fuel, have a good time. But thanks for watching. Appreciate the views and the comments. Let me know if there's anything you really want to see on this truck video wise, and I'll try to make a video for it. Thanks.